This fall marks the anticipated conclusion of Kelly Clarkson's lawsuit against her former father-in-law, Narvel Blackstock. The nearly 3-year legal ordeal involving Kelly Clarkson and her ex-father-in-law Narvel Blackstock's entertainment company will soon be over. The singer of Miss Independent, 41, was sued by Blackstock, 66, and Starstruck Management Group in September 2020 for unpaid commissions and breach of contract. She countersued 2 months later. On Tuesday, June 20th, the California Labor Commissioner's office exclusively confirmed to Us Weekly that the hearing is still ongoing. They did state, however, that post-hearing briefs are due June 27th and a decision will be issued in the fall. The post-hearing brief is the final opportunity for both sides in a lawsuit to present their arguments in light of the evidence presented during earlier hearings. Legal troubles between the former family members started soon after Clarkson, who had been married to Brandon Blackstock for almost 7 years, filed for divorce in June 2020. Starstruck, the agency that handled Clarkson from 2007 to 2020, filed a lawsuit against her in September, alleging that she owed them $1.4 million in unpaid commission for her work on The Voice and her talk program, The Kelly Clarkson Program. Additionally, the Texas native, who is the father of 2 children, River, 9, and Remington, 7, was accused of, with Brandon, that she had broken a verbal agreement with the company that had been made by her lawyer and business manager 13 years earlier, and that she would be required to pay the company at least $5.4 million by the end of 2020. In November 2020, Clarkson countersued Starstruck Management Group on her own behalf. The singer of Since You've Been Gone alleged that the company violated the California Labor Code by procuring, offering, promising, or attempting to procure employment or engagements, all without being duly licensed, in court records obtained by People at the time. In addition, she claimed in her countersuit that Starstruck had broken the Talent Agencies Act by failing to comply with certain licensing requirements, and that all prior agreements between her and the business, including the one they had verbally signed 13 years prior, ought to be declared void and unenforceable. Brian Friedman, the firm's lawyer, however, noted to People in November 2020 that Clarkson's countersuit conveniently ignores the fact that Kelly had her own licensed talent agency at all times. While Starstruck Management Group performed talent management functions on behalf, it always did so while CAA was her agency of record, he wrote. Unfortunately, Kelly is once more seeking to evade paying commissions that are owed to Starstruck in order to gain a perceived edge in her continuing divorce and custody battles. In November 2020, the walkaway singer was given primary custody of her and Brandon's 2 kids, with the producer being allowed visitation on a number of weekends each month. The protracted divorce battle between the separated ex-couples was resolved almost 2 years later. The settlement required Clarkson to pay $45,600 in child support each month as well as a one-time payment of $1.3 million to Brandon. Until 2024, she must additionally give him $115,000 every month in spousal support. Recently, Clarkson disclosed that she started visiting a therapist during her and Brandon's marital problems and claimed that after their breakup, going to a mental health expert was a really good turning point for her. She told At Canada on Monday, June 19th, "They teach you so many tools for how to negotiate various circumstances. It's also helpful to have a stranger who is unaware of anything and is only aware of the current events, and that was very beneficial."